So welcome everybody to Peeps and Views. This is Proof is in the Play, and I'm here with
Adama Diwuan-Mcrae of Seattle Central.
And he's a very inspirational young man. I'm really proud of the man he's become. And this is actually kind of touching that I want to hear his views on things, because I always want to hear his views on things so we can figure things out. My first question to you, young man, was Black Lives Matter movement. Did the Black Lives Matter movement affect you in any way? And if it did, how?
To be honest, Terrell, this past Black Lives Matter movement has definitely opened my eyes in a lot of ways. It kind of made me want to reevaluate myself as a black man in America, for sure. You know, growing up in Washington, which is predominantly white, I have always had my little flares with, you know, being the black man. But I don't know, to be honest, like, it did move me for sure. To be honest, I think it made me more aware. It just made me aware to what's going on, and how even though we're constantly shouting Black Lives Matter, we're still getting killed though. So to be honest, it kind of just made this movement actually made me want to keep my guard up more, because now with all these Black Lives Matter, and then we have the counter with All Lives Matter, it's just kind of made me want to just keep my guard up more, because you never know, because even though we're chanting it, is that still protecting us? Is that still keeping us safe? But yes, it did move me. It woke me up, because before all these killings and Black Lives Matter started, I just thought, you know, I'm black, keep my head down, I'll be cool, keep it moving, keep it strong, that's it. But after this movement, I'm just more aware. That's definitely the biggest. I'm more aware now, and you just got to keep an extra eye over your shoulder.
It's good, man, that you're aware of things. When you're aware of things, that means you're cautious of it. My second question is that, you know, you're a young black man that's striving to be better. And the last couple months has been nothing but shootings and murders, and all of them have been around your age. And I wanted to know the effects of those murders. How do you actually go out in the town and hang out with your friends, knowing that there's been so many murders that has occurred?
Like I said before, I just have to be more, it's sad to say, but you have to be more cautious now. Even me, like you said, I'm a straight black brother. I'm just trying to make my way with education and get these degrees, but to be honest, you gotta just be cautious, because even if you have the best intentions out, they don't know that, and they'll mistake that just for anything. And you've seen on the news how these young brothers are getting killed off these little slight situations that didn't need to happen. So I just keep a wary eye. Like, it's sad to say this, but I've learned from all these deaths that's been happening. Like, you just gotta really just be cautious how you step. Like, it's sad. You really gotta tread lightly. Like, like I've said, you gotta just constantly watch your back. It's sad though, because all these other races don't have to do that. It's true. We're the only ones that are really walking around here with the target on our back, and I am fully aware of that now. It's crazy. It's even now, we're like, if I'm downtown or anywhere, if I see police, not to say that I'm fearful, but it's just like, my senses kind of pop off a little bit, just like, what if? Like you just never know. You never know, and then, you know, it's just, you just gotta be aware. Just constantly, just gotta watch your back. But that's how I've been doing this. So, and it's funny, I tell my friends that, my other friends of color, not just black, but Hispanic as well, I tell them that, you know, we're in enemy territory right now. You know, we're young men of color, where it's just easy for stuff to not go right for us. And yeah, we just gotta be cautious and aware, be smart, be in school, but just always be cautious. That's just how I've been playing it so far. I even tell my brother that, you know, he's 13, to say, you know, there will be a point where, no, I take that back, not just my brother. I tell all the young brothers I see, like, there will be a point, might not now, but like, where you will start to fit into that characteristic or that statistic of being possibly a threat. So I just always tell, just be humble and be cautious. That's all I tell them.
It's good. I think that you soak up a lot of game and you apply it to yourself, and you know what's not working for you, and then you know what's working for you, and you go for what's working for you. And I really appreciate that. You know, everybody doesn't have to listen to game, you know what I mean? Some people like to stay on the bench. feel what I'm saying? But I don't think you like staying on the bench. You like playing. You like actually, you know, playing to win.
Exactly.
And for me, I just seen a lot of growth in you. And it's not as far as talking, it's more listening and soaking up some knowledge that somebody's giving you. But then, for me, when I talk to you, and then a couple months go by and you're doing the same thing we talked about, but you're doing it your way, but you took some of the game I had and put it in yourself. It makes me proud, bro.
I mean, just recognize, you know, you gotta take what you're given. You just gotta take what you're given. Like, even as a youngster, I never really was taught it, but just being around my dad and all of his friends, you know, they're very knowledgeable, man. I used to always just listen, you know. That's all I listen. That's all you can do, man. Just listen and apply, because, you know, at the end of the day, what you older folks are giving us, you guys are just trying to put us on the right path. Just like when you guys were our age, they were trying to do the same. So, you know, I understand that you guys are just trying to do the best for us, and I appreciate that. So I take everything you give us and apply it.
I appreciate you, man. So one last question now, right? Mm-hmm. I know you're a college student, and it's women all around here. How do you balance yourself, but still having your ambition of the goals that you have, but, you know, trying to find a mate at the same time? How difficult is that?
Well, so this will be going on my 4th year, and it was some trial and error. But I have learned, if you really want to find that girl that's for you, you gotta just do you in school. Just do you. You can't chase. You can't, you know, be a dog trying to. Just do you. They'll find you, and whoever wants to find you will find you. That's how I've applied it. I just do me. I focus on my school, because at the end of the day, they don't want no dude that's flailing out of class. They want a brother that's intelligent and smart and knows how to handle his business. And it took me a couple years, but I feel like that's how you have to do it now. You gotta just be your own man. You gotta just be your own man in the school, and I'm getting ready to apply that this year, so we'll see how it goes. But I feel like just on even if it doesn't mean finding women, just my own. You just gotta be your own man. You gotta be your own. It'll do you so much more justice in the future. Instead of not saying being a follower, but just, you know, walking around Boston life.
Having no purpose, huh?
Yeah, just having no purpose. Really just like have a plan. Basically what I'm trying to say is I have a goal. You know, I want to do nursing. And in me following that goal is what's helped me, and I'm sure that will bring all the women along in the future, but just that's all I need right now is my goal. And the mate will come along, but you just gotta have the goal to follow.
Your wrist to get to that goal. You hear me? Mm-hmm. And I don't think you're gonna stop till you get there. And I damn sure ain't gonna allow it in my watch. So don't come over here with me talking about, well, I didn't do it, but what's happening? Because you know, my first notion is what's happening till you go. You know, because I'm always goal driven with you guys. You know, me being in this building and seeing you guys grow is a real thing for me. You just don't know how joyful it is for me to see black men in here doing what they got to do. And that means the world to me, because every time I step outside, I see 5 and 6 more that don't do it.
And it hurts. It hurts. Terrell, you're telling me, man. You're telling me, like, I mean, I praise both my parents for being college educated and being hard on me about my education. My father, you know, both my parents. My mom's going for her doctor's degree right now, so I'm constantly surrounded by the hunger and need of education. And yeah, it's crazy. I always try to preach that to all my friends out of high school and everything, the ones that maybe didn't go to college straight out. Whenever I see them, you know, I tell them, they ask like, oh, you know, they ask me what they're doing. I just tell them, like, you know, just come to Central. You know, it's a warm school for you. And the best, whenever I see those friends finally show up, I just tell them, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to have you. Just make them feel welcome, because that's what we gotta do. You know, like, we can't be in the dark. The times are changing. You know, brothers really gotta understand, and we are understand. I can say that myself. You know, education is everything. You know, that is our door. We can't make it through the streets. You know, like, yeah, the streets might develop you, but at the end of the day, you gotta put yourself in education. That's the only way. Especially in this world where there's constantly bars and barriers trying to stop us people of color at every turn, you gotta have some fortification through school. That's the only way. That's the only way we can do battle out here.
some strategic battle.
We're just killing each other, or we're getting killed, and that's not doing us no justice. Not doing us nothing. And what's worse is we need to start, us young, my age, us man my age, we need to start getting ready now, because the younger generation is looking to us, and you could already see it now. It's starting early, but they're starting to, they take to what they see. So if they're constantly seeing us acting a fool, acting thuggish, getting shot out here, they're gonna follow suit. If more of us can be educated and strong black men like we know we can be, they're gonna follow suit. That's all it is.
Right. Let's start with you though. So now this is the time, Dom. You got anything to get off your chest right now? This is the time. I want you to go ahead and express yourself right now. Anything that you got on your mind.
I'll put it out right now. Seattle Central Community College, because we're still a community. They might have changed it to Central College, but this is still a community. This is the school to be. I'll say that again. This is the school to be. Brothers and sisters, if you're hearing me, get your ass in here. Get that education. I want to give my shout out to you, Terrell, of course. You know, you've been mentoring me since I came in. You know, I want to give a shout out to the whole Central staff for guiding me. You know, I'm blessed. I came in here as a young, spry, young pup, and I really have seen my own growth, and I've came into my own, you know. It's crazy, man, but I give a love out to everyone that's been part of my journey at this school, from my homies, you know, Kwame, Israel, Nathan, Kirby, all y'all been with me since the jump, and you guys have helped mold me just like I'm sure I've helped mold you guys as well, and I love all you guys. But love to all of Central. This is Adama Diwuan-Mcrae, this is Peeps and Views, and we out. Proof is in the play.
Peace.